Your show will go live in 5 seconds. Welcome to My Psychic Connection, where we have in-depth discussions about many popular mystical topics and interview with gifted practitioners from all walks of life.
Well, good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. It is Monday, and it has been one long Monday. I'll tell you that right now. There's a lot of stuff going on in politics. There's a lot of things going on with people's health. I mean, there is a lot of stuff going on, but we have to keep fighting through. And of course, next week, what we've got Thanksgiving on the way, time where we usually spend, the holidays with our families. And with everything going on, those possibilities of that happening are very slim. And, to me, if you can hear their voice or if you can see them on Zoom, it's still worth it. If you feel that there's a possible scare, just stay at home. If that's what you have to do, then stay at home. Do it virtually. You know what? I live many states away from my parents, and we just get on camera every once in a while. It don't matter what we're doing. I could be cooking dinner or walking the dogs, which I have a bunch of those. And, we just spend that time together. So remember, if you guys can't, just, send them pictures or get on video or call them on the phone. But your voice, your presence, it's always welcome to your family. And, I know sometimes we just want to be there with them. But situations, if you feel that this is a scare, make sure you protect you and you protect them, because not everybody's immune to this and not everybody is as strong, so their immune systems are compromised. I had some stomach surgeries done about almost a year and a half ago now. And it, keeps me from doing lots of things that I used to love to do. And now with the pandemic, without the immune system, I'm compromised. So I try to be as careful as possible. And so just, be a darling, wear a mask, social distance. And if you can't go to a place like your grandparents or your parents' house, just respect that. Video chat them. I live far, far away. My cousins are now branched out too, so they live far away, and they'll be more than likely, sharing their time with everybody through camera, phone, and things like that. So just wanted to put that little message out there for you. Take it from me. It's better to just, not have that opportunity to lose a family member than to just video chat them. So that's how I look at it. I'd rather them be around. I just got told my eyes are super blue right now. Well, thank you. Thanks, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. How's it going? Everything is crazy right now. The energies are definitely intense. Don't inflict yourself in the energies either right now. Just kind of, dust yourself off. Try not to let them get under your skin. I know that things are tough right now, and I feel like everybody's kind of going through it. And, we don't talk politics on here, but definitely, don't let that, divide you either. Because remember, for the last, 400 years. I don't know how long this country's been together. I think it's 400, but no, it's 200. But anyway, no matter how long we've been doing this for generations. So let's let that go too, guys. I've seen a lot of hatred, and actually today got yelled at by some lady because what she asked me about the election, I was correct on. So she wasn't very thrilled. Let's just say that. So let's try to end that energy so it doesn't continue. All right, if this is your first time watching the show or listening in, this is how we do things. We're going to call out your area code. Please state your name and the question that you have. Mediumships and general reads, please save for the website, since they do tend to take a long time and they can air out some dirty laundry that you may not want everybody to know. So remember that. Have a question ready, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. If you are on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, go ahead and set a comment. And if you have a question, put your question in the comments, and we'll see what we've got here for you. All right. Hi, Jessica Saylor. Could you please ask a direct question? I'll be more than happy to answer any question that you have. All right, guys. Tonight is Monday, so the new thing that we're doing is the new lineup that we have on Mondays. It's going to be myself, Journey Ryan. On Tuesdays, it'll be Journey and Holly. On Wednesdays, it'll be myself with Trinity Black. On Thursdays, we got Marin, who is our dream interpreter, which was a great show last Thursday. If you missed that, go back in the archives, listen to it. You'll really enjoy it. She's got a lot of cool information about dreams and how they interpret. And so we're going to start asking you, the audience, to tell us about your dreams. And Marin is going to be able to help you figure out what those dreams mean and get those moving forward. Ashanti, yes, we are doing readings. So if you'd like, please have a question, a direct question, no mediumship or general reads. They take too long and they seem to let things out that you don't quite want the world to share. All right, so we're going to get this party started. Like I said, if you are on the Blog Talk chat room, don't hesitate to ask a question there. We're going to go down the list. We're going to try to get to everybody's questions. Usually can't get to everybody. There are usually a lot of people here, so just kind of bear with me as I get through each and every one of these questions, and we'll keep it rolling. All right, well, I'll shut my mouth and listen to these questions, and let's take some calls, starting with caller 914, you're on the air with Journey.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Christine.
Hi, Christine. What's going on?
Hi, I was just wondering if you could pick up anything about my health.
In what way, honey?
Yeah, just
you seem to have a worry. Don't usually do health questions, but I know that you have a worry. Okay. So what's the worry? Because I'm not really seeing anything that's damaging or bad.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you see anything like clearing up, because it's like, I think it's like energy that's stuck, but I'm not sure how to clear it really.
Okay, so you're talking about your energetic energy?
No, my physical, it's my physical body, but I feel like it's something energetically to do with it.
Well, the first thing is, from what I got right off the bat, was iron is low. I also got that you are needed to reconnect and give yourself some time. That was the other thing. I always, to ground, to help try to balance out your energy, which would give you physical energy, is to take both your hands and put them in some dirt and kind of maybe plant some flowers. That'll get your hands in the dirt. I know it's kind of cold outside, but, well, depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
But, you know, put your hands in the dirt or sit Indian style on the floor, put your palms on the floor, and give yourself 2 minutes of meditation where you just think about nothing and just kind of sit there and breathe. And give yourself the opportunity to have that daily. You need at least 2 minutes every day, and then you can try to up it to 5 minutes, then the 10 minutes, and to 15 until you feel like, you know, you're getting enough out of that. Now, when it comes to your energetic energy and doing things, it's saying water is something that your body's needing, and you can't get things off your mind. You have a lot of things on your mind, and it's kind of draining you right now.
Yeah.
So the thing is that you got to try to find a way to see if you can't try to calm the mind in order to make that stop. You know, you want to calm that down. But the energy I get with it is that do the meditation. If you do the meditation, you're going to feel better. That's going to bring you up. And I feel like the energy is definitely going to make you feel, that'll help kind of like jumpstart you to do more. So it'll be slow, but it'll definitely happen for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Remember, hands in the dirt works really good for me. And saltwater baths. If you've got some Epsom salt, take a saltwater bath and give yourself that 15 minutes. But you need to give yourself a little bit more time each day, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Have a good one. Yeah, definitely when you guys are feeling like you got energy blocks, things to that nature, definitely don't hesitate to give yourself some meditation time. The other thing is like saltwater baths work great. Saltwater with rose oil works really good. Putting your hands flat on the floor works well. Palms up does the same thing, but you got to ground. That's the biggest thing, is grounding. So make sure you do some grounding. Give yourself a couple minutes each day, and you should be fine. It should help balance it out. It takes a little bit, because if you got a big block, it'll take quite some time to get that to move forward. All right, so I got some people asking if we're doing questions in the chat room, and absolutely, if you have one, don't hesitate to put it on there. All right, let's keep going here and see what we got going on here. Our next caller calling from area code 256. 256, you're live on the air.
Hi, how are you? My name is Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly. What's going on?
Well, my question is about my son, actually, Micah. He's in his 20s. And I know you were talking about the pandemic earlier.
Yeah.
And I have to make sure that I protect myself, because I have an underlying condition, but
right.
I make sure that my immune system is boosted. But my son continues to go out, and some of his friends don't wear masks. And all I did was ask him, to stop going out as much and to be safe. And he really got upset with me, and he left. And I guess, I don't know if I'm beating myself up, but I just wanted to know, me just talking to him, I didn't yell, but I just want to know what's going to come from that situation. I just don't know. He's my only son, so
right.
I'm overthinking.
Well, you're not overthinking. It's definitely, it hurts your heart, because you're trying to help him realize that this is a serious matter, and you want him to, kind of abide by the rules. And plus, like you said, you're worried about yourself as well. And he should know that. So he felt, when he got that, he felt ashamed, because he realized, what you were talking about. But at the same time, he felt like you were trying to control him. So there was that rebellion against that. But from what I can tell, it's definitely just going to pass. It's not something that's going to continue. I mean, at any point in time, they're going to rebel, and this is one of those times.
Okay.
But I do feel it will pass. I don't feel like it's going to be continuous, because he feels, well, A, he felt embarrassed, and 2, he felt like you were trying to control him. So he's just like, yeah, I'm going to resist this. I'm going to, be a certain way. And it's like, okay, well, then go be your way, and I'm going to move on my merry way. And, I'm not going to talk to you for 24 hours, which is going to hurt his feelings. But don't worry, he will apologize. I do see it coming.
Yeah. Well, thank you. But it's like you said. I even said it to him. I said, what is this rebellion about? Because I saw it.
Right.
When I said that.
He understood everything you said. There was not any doubt in my mind that he understood. I just got here that he can't, he couldn't handle himself. And he got embarrassed because, as soon as you said, I don't want you to go out as much, that's when it was like, oh, you're trying to control me, and then, that's what was going on in his head. And then all of a sudden you're the bad guy, and he left, and he felt like a fool afterwards. So, I mean, energy kicked right in, so he did feel foolish.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
For him to feel like the fool, he accomplished that well. He got a good dose of the fool.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I was just making sure that, I did the right thing, because I was just holding on to it, and I just had to tell him, for my sake,
Oh, absolutely.
Because he lives with me. Yeah.
Right, and that puts you in jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, he just felt like you were trying to control the situation, and he felt embarrassed of it, and so he decided to rebel. He knows why.
Okay.
He knows why.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you, Journey.
You are welcome, sweetheart, anytime.
All right. Have a good one.
Have a good one. All right. Just, you know, it was rebellion. The energy was, you know, high, and he felt embarrassed. So it was the first thing he ran to, was to resist. And, you know, everybody has their reasons, but when you're living under somebody else's roof, it's their rules. I mean, that's just how that one works. All right. Well, let's keep on going here. We did get a question in the chat room. It says, what happens if you don't have a bathtub? Okay, so if you don't have a bathtub, there's a couple things you can do. Something I like to do when taking a shower, you can take the Epsom salts and you can sprinkle them on the floor of the shower. And while you're taking a shower, the water will melt down that salt, and the vapors will come up into the air, which would help. And it'll be on your feet, where your feet absorb so much, and it'll help destroy toxins and things like that. So that can help you do it. But you could also take house salt, iodine house salt, and sprinkle it in your loofah and wash your body with the salts. Not only will it exfoliate your skin, but it'll clear away negativity, bad energy. It'll help boost you up. It's really good for that. So, you know, if you don't have a tub, do it that way. And I like to also, if you take eucalyptus, or what is it? Eucalyptus. I do eucalyptus and peppermint, and you put it on a washcloth, and you stick it in the shower with you, and allow the water to hit, and it will let those vapors come up out of the washcloth. And not only will it help you open up your lungs, but it will smell good as well, and it's very relaxing. And you can use whatever smell you like. Peppermint's a good smell for me. It's like an eye opener. It's like, woo, you feel good about it afterwards. Just don't get it on you. Wherever it's going to be a cold spot. And if you get it in a bad place, it could be a burn spot. So be careful with it. Put it on a wash rag, and that's much better for you. All right. So we don't want to have any of those little accidents or any burn marks. All right. Well, let's keep on going here. Go ahead and take our next caller. Our next caller calling from area code 808. 808, you're on the air.
808, aloha. How are you?
Aloha. What's going on?
Well, I'm kind of trying to find a consistent gardener and help me dig some holes around the property.
Yeah.
And one lady offered, and the uncanny thing is, she used to live in this house. It was foreclosed, her house.
Oh, no.
And she happened to come back to the house. But she happened to come back to the house because a lady bought a little sofa I sold, and I bought a new chair. And the lady brought her to help take the thing out. And then she said, I used to live here. So, it's her son that would do the lawn. And I don't know, or should I keep working with the kid Noah, who I hired a couple weeks ago, but he only comes when he wants, and then he forgets his tools. Oh, I forgot my gardening gloves. I can't do this, or I forgot my weed whacker. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, what do I do with this garden? Because I'm not strong enough to do certain things around here.
Okay, well, to start off, let's start with Noah. Noah's next appointment, if he shows up and he can't do, oh, I don't have this, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, what you need to do is tell him, well, if you don't have what you need in order to do this job, then I'm not going to be able to provide this job for you any longer. So you need to put your foot down there, because that's a way to get out of work. Secondly, he needs a schedule. He stop the coming whenever he wants. Say, I need you to come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or I need to come Tuesday, Thursday, or whatever your schedule for him could be. But then while doing that, look for a different gardener. Do not go with the person who used to live there. As soon as you said that lady showed up and she was somebody that you used to live there, it all flew in with an absolute no.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let them.
What about Manuel? My friend Manuel offered to help.
Well, then get that help.
Manuel?
Yeah, then get that help. Don't.
Better?
Do what?
Does Manuel seem better? Manuel.
Yeah, Manuel didn't seem bad. That's what I can tell you that right now. I didn't feel like he was bad, but what I'm saying is that the person that used to own the house, her family, her friends, nobody that she knew needs to be coming to that house. I said, all right, absolutely no.
I'll see if Manuel works. He said he needs more work right now, and he'll come over Wednesday. He needs to pay his rent, so.
There you go.
He has a bunch of plants for me. He gave me some beautiful pineapple and papaya stars, and now he's got another plant. So that's nice.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you definitely do not let. Yeah, do not let that person in your house or any of their friends.
God's protection, because the lady was supposed to come today at 3:00, and at 4:30 I said, "Are you still coming?" She was like, "I'm so busy. I'm too busy through the Thanksgiving holiday." And I said, "I think that was a protection that she just didn't show up."
Good.
There you go.
Be gone.
Manuel, then I'll see if Manuel works out.
Absolutely, that's what I would do.
It's a wild island, wild Kauai. You're always looking for someone. Anyway, we'll see then someday maybe I'll have a man in my life who likes to garden like me, and we'll do things together. We'll see.
Well, yeah, I don't feel like that's I don't feel like that's not in the cards for you, but I'm just saying, as of right now, use who you can. Noah, like I said, you got to put your foot down with him, or he's going to walk all over you. And Manuel seemed good. The energy was good with Manuel, but that lady's family, absolutely not. Not her friends, not her family, none of them.
All right, fine. She was just a lady to come and help her friend bring the furniture in and out of the house.
Right.
Adios.
Yep, she can stay gone. She can stay gone.
Thanks. This show is always entertaining. And you're like everybody's brother. I just want to say you act like a friend and a brother. You're so warm and personable. And people need a lot of love these days and support. And,
absolutely.
And just thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in, listening, and asking your questions. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
Well, you have a beautiful evening, and I will talk to you soon. Aloha.
You too. Aloha. Have a beautiful night. Aloha, everybody.
Such a wonderful person, but that as soon as she said something about the person that used to live there, I mean, it was no, heard it 3 times. I was like, yep, that's definite. So when that kind of stuff happens, that to me, I don't feel like she's in danger, but I felt like someone was trying to get back into that house for some reason. So it's definitely not a good idea. All right. Well, let's keep on going here and take our next caller. Let's get down the list here. I'm, trying to get to everybody. Our next caller calling from area code 434-434. You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Pretty good. I signed up for this organization. It's called Now. And I'm trying to get into this organization. It's an activist organization, but they also do like Skype. They also do different activities.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if they're going to call me back. Tomorrow or anytime soon, and I'm going to get into the organization.
Taking a look at the situation, and what I'm feeling with it is that the organization is going to contact you back, and I do feel that there is one more step before they bring you on board. But to answer the question, yes, they are going to bring you aboard, but they still have to me, it looks like they have to do a few things. And they're going to open that door for you.
All right, thank you.
You are welcome. Well, the energy definitely looked good there. It looked promising, but there was still one more step before he got that opportunity, but the opportunity was there, so there's a definite yes for me on that one. All right. Now, if you guys are in almost not Yahoo, but YouTube and Facebook Live, if you have a question, don't hesitate to leave one in the comments, and we'll be more than happy to answer it for you. If you're in the Blog Talk chat room, don't hesitate to leave a message there or a question for us, and I'll be more happy to answer it. If you're on one of our listening stations and can't see the number to call in, give us a call, 516-418-5770. That's 516-418-5770. All right, well, we're going to keep on going here and go ahead and take the next caller. Next caller calling from area code 331. 331, you're on the air. Hello, 331. All right. Let's go ahead and take our next caller then. Our next caller calling from area code 917. 917, you're on the air.
Oh, hi. Thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, this is Kara.
Hi, Kara.
So, hi. I want to know what's Matthew, what's going on with Matthew? Are we going to be talking? Am I going to see him again anytime soon? What do you pick up on that?
When was your last communication with him? I want to pick up on his last energy.
Today.
Today? Okay. Just want to see where he's at. Because if you connect to the last energy, that's where you're going to get the most information. If you connect to energy that, just any energy, it sometimes doesn't make sense for the situation. But as for Matthew, I do feel like, yes, he is coming back around. So I do feel like more communication coming your way from Matthew. But it doesn't seem like it's right now. It looks like tomorrow and the next day I see that communication.
Is he going to come back to New York anytime soon, or he's doing some things on the West Coast? And I don't know when I'm going to. Do you see him finally coming back here?
He does eventually come back, yes. But right now it still looks like he's busy over on the West Coast.
Are we going to be together?
Eventually, yes. That's when he comes back, though.
Yeah, that takes a while.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. I don't see him coming back until the beginning of next year.
Yeah, I guess. He wants me to meet his mom? Do you think that he wants me to meet his mom, or he's okay with that I don't?
He doesn't mind either way, but he would like you to eventually meet his family, yes.
Okay, maybe.
No, maybe. There's no maybe. There's no maybe.
I put myself on Match.com for the next 6 months. I should just get off of it, or should I keep that up?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, I don't see this guy going anywhere. I just feel like right now he's taking care of business, and after he's done taking care of business, he's going to come your way. But at this time, you're technically still free, still a free woman. So if you want to enjoy if you still want to enjoy the company of, people just hanging out with you, then that's good. But know that you have feelings for somebody else and just not take it seriously. But don't deprive yourself of that opportunity.
And Matthew has feelings for me too, like the same that I do.
Matthew's feelings are building. They're not quite there yet.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Matthew's feelings aren't quite there yet. He's working on it, but like I said, he'll get there. But as of right now, I'm not seeing the energy going that way just yet. That's why I felt like when you guys got closer to the end of the year and he knew he was coming back, he would, start to get closer to you. But if he's not going to get closer to you right now because he's still out there doing that and it's just easier this way. So right now, kind of deal with that. But I definitely feel like he is going to come, he is going to come forward. Just give it a little bit of time.
You have like guests on your show normally, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, so the last time I asked something about a dog.
Uh-huh.
And I think that was you. But yeah, we're working on it, and it's actually going to happen finally.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing. It was Holly and I.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! I couldn't, when you said like next week, whatever, I was like, really? It took me months and months, and all of a sudden you saw that it was going to happen, and it's actually happening. I don't know exactly when the dog will come here, but it's actually happening, like you said.
So the moving forward has started, so the actual dog won't be there for another week. I would say week and a half.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Well, good. You should be excited. You should be very excited about this.
Yeah. Thank you.
You are welcome at any time. Give us a call. I'm so glad you're getting the dog. The energy was something that you definitely needed.
Yes, I need that. Yeah, I need that. I think the dog and everything's going to be fine.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You are welcome, sweetie. And I hope you enjoy the dog. Remember, week and a half. What's that?
One more question. Do you see my own personal practice growing, my own work growing more? I need to create a little bit more abundance. I feel I need more clients.
Well, clients are on their way. I can tell you that. From what I'm seeing here when it comes to clients, the energy is going in a direction where you are going to start obtaining clients towards the end of the year. So,
okay. I just have to be, yeah,
just have to be patient.
Okay.
But those are definitely coming. All right. Hey, Kara. I see Kara on YouTube.
Okay.
All right. So definitely want you to, get excited about the dog, get the house ready for the dog, because the dog is coming. All right. So I got to do something here real quick, guys.
Yeah.
But the dog is coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. I love you. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Anytime. You have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. I'll keep listening to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So Rosemary in the chat room says, I have a question. Someone close to me has passed away last week. I called a friend to calm me down. He came, I guess. He can't do this with me. Is he gonna call? Your friend, to me, I'm seeing that the friend that's trying to calm you down, I don't think they know exactly what to say, and they get to me, it looks like they get emotional when they see you emotional. Like, you're usually a strong person, so the energy is kind of different for them when they notice that you're the one that is in a vulnerable place. God, I can't even say vulnerable. That you're in a vulnerable place, and it makes them feel a little awkward. But I do feel like the call is going to come. I don't feel that the call is going to come tonight, but to me it looks like, yes, it is. He will reach out, I would say, within a 48-hour period, so the next 2 days. That's what I'm getting. So the energy is definitely, how do I put this? Like, nervous and not quite ready for how they feel just yet, and seeing you vulnerable makes them a little bit nervous. And not nervous in a bad way, just they feel bad and they don't know what to say. So You're welcome, Rosemary. Or Rosemay. I kept calling you Rosemary. I'm sorry, Rosemay. Sorry about that. I'm not good with names, guys. You have to forgive me when I say them. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, Kara, you can get a reading without calling. All you got to do is ask your question in the comment section, like you're doing now, and no mediumship or general reads, please, and try to avoid medical questions. Okay. Hey, Cassidy, how you doing tonight, hun? All right. Good to see the good old gang here back, you guys. I love seeing everybody here watching us from YouTube and Facebook. If you're not part of one of our Facebook groups, go on Facebook, go to Journey Ryan or My Psychic Connection Live, My Psychic Connection, My Psychic Connection Group. There's many My Psychic Connection sites on there that you guys can join. And you can join my fan page, which is Journey Ryan. And if you go on there, make sure you like. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you guys always know when we are on. Because like I said, we just started the new change up here. Monday nights, it's going to be Journey Ryan. Tuesday is Holly and Journey. And Wednesday is Trinity Black. Thursdays is Marin with our dream interpretation. And on Fridays, we've got Gifts of Faith. You guys know some of them. And we got some people from the past. We got some new faces on here. It's going to be a great show. I can't wait for you guys to hear each and every one of them. And I really hope that you guys like what you hear. So even if it's bad news, it's best to know why it's happening and how it's going to benefit you. All right. It says, I'm good. Look at you, got a haircut. Looking sharp. Thanks, Cassidy. That's cute. I did get a haircut. You noticed not many people have, but that's because I get a haircut every 2 weeks. So, all right. Sorry, guys. I had to take a drink there. I'm getting a type problem. I thought meant to say he is the only one that I can calm me down. Yeah, Rosemay, I know that he's the only one that can calm you down. But I get still that you're, just like you said, he's the only one that can calm you down. That's because the energy, you're such a strong person. So because you're so strong, the energy is very strong. I get that, he's going to, I feel like he's calling within the next 2 days. It's not tomorrow, it's the next day, but I don't feel the call comes tonight. I want to say that it would, but I don't feel like it's going to be tonight. So within the next 2 days, next 24 to 48 hours. Plus, I see some other things going on with that person who is, it looks like they got their own things that are going on. So just kind of hang in there. All right. Well, let's keep on going here and go ahead and take some more questions. Our next caller calling from area code 440. 440, you are on the air.
Yes. Hi, my name is Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
Thank you for taking my call. Hi.
What's going on?
Well, I'd like to, I've been, I'd like to have a confirmation. I've really been doing some deep thinking and praying about, and I'm considering within the next 2 to 3 years of living in another country. And I guess it probably would be retirement and or, work, but still living the remainder of my life in another country, in the year of the country I'm considering. So I'd like to know, this is my first time calling to your show.
Yes.
So I don't know if you're just a tarot reader or angel communicator or both.
Well, I'm a psychic.
Giving confirmation.
So I'm a psychic. I can use tarot, but I also use my own gifts. I don't necessarily have to use the tarot. But the way I do things here is I look at the energies that you bring to me and what I see ahead. And I look at the front, the middle end, you know what you've been through, what your present is, and what the future holds for you. So I look at all of it in order to judge the situation. Right. And from what I'm seeing here, I'm going to tell you to do it. It looks good for you. I feel extreme happiness there. New friends, it's very refreshing is what I'm seeing. And the stress, your stress levels just drop. There's very little stress. Even if it's with work, it's still very little stress.
Yeah. Right.
So I definitely feel.
Yes.
I definitely feel like you're going to get what you're looking at. What you're looking for out of the situation when it comes to this move. I think it's very beneficial for you, in all aspects.
All right. And obviously, I'm starting to research several countries and determine, obviously, my qualities that I desire, and and my what that I and things I would have to languages I would have to learn.
Right.
The difficulty level in the languages, culture, people, community. Okay. Well, is there any particular area or country in Europe that's more recent or
well, I see a handful of them for you, so I mean, it's really just picking and choosing exactly which one you want, and especially make sure that you can get past language barriers and things like that until you get to learn the native tongue.
Right, and then residency and.
I don't know. I kept seeing France with you. That was something I saw. I kept seeing France keeps popping up.
That's interesting.
Yep, I seen France and I seen Germany, but I didn't feel like that was a fit.
Okay.
For some reason, it just didn't connect with you. Something will change your mind about that. But I also see Northern Europe as well. You've got a handful of different ones, but I would definitely do what you said you were going to do, which is pick and choose. Kind of like go down your list of likes and dislikes and find out which one best represents you, and the language barrier to which language you want to be able to use. And most of those, they do know English, so.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right.
But like I said, France was the one that stuck out for you. Probably not one that you were ready to choose, but that was the one that stuck out the most.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You are welcome. And definitely make your list. Do the pros and cons.
Yeah.
All right,
All
sweetheart.
right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Right. So for whatever reason, I kept seeing France. That was the one country that kept popping out for her. There's possibly opportunity or something that's going to attract her to that country, and may not be the only thing that she does. But she's, like you said, you got plenty of choices. There's lots of countries over there, and I don't know what the energy was drawing her to France, but she shall find out soon, from what I'm seeing. And making that move was definitely a benefit for her. I also felt like the energy was going in a good direction as it came to going that way. All right. Remember, if you're listening on YouTube or Facebook, don't forget to like the group you're in. And then if you're on YouTube, don't forget to click the bell to get notifications. All right. Now, we are going to be doing some really cool stuff here. Not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend of Thanksgiving. The week of Thanksgiving, we're not doing any shows. So there will not be shows next week. We're going to be getting ready for the holiday. And if we're around family, spending our time with family and things like that. And that's usually our holiday break. And then we'll be back. But I am going to do a show that Saturday. I know the day after Big Black Friday. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a show. It will be on YouTube and Facebook. It will not be on Blog Talk or the podcast systems, but it will be on our live system, which is YouTube and Facebook. So we'll be doing shows live from there. And I'll have different guests joining me from all walks of life, and having a lot of fun and doing some giveaways and getting some people signed up at mypsychicconnection.com. All right. Now, remember to join us tomorrow as well, as Holly's going to be with us, and we're going to keep going here and take some more questions. And our next caller is calling from area code 203. 203, you're on the air with Journey.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Pat from Connecticut.
Hi, Pat from Connecticut. What's going on?
Hi. First time caller. Do you do generals or do you want a specific?
No generals or mediumship. Have a question for me. What would you like to know about?
Oh, okay. I actually would like to get away from all the questions that have been issues with me and ask about my future. Do you see me in a life partner? That I know that's such a typical question, but for me it's not, because I've been single for 30 years, and it's one thing I would like to bring into my life now.
Mm-hmm. So to bring somebody in, I definitely feel like that is something that you do want, and I do feel like that is going to happen for you. But to bring somebody in, it does look like it's going to take some time. I'm not seeing a real strong love for you, and for you to love somebody, that to me looks like, how do I put this? Okay, so this is something that's strong. It's a forever type love situation. To me, it looks like it's coming in spring of this upcoming year. But between now and what's going on, I see that, you're getting yourself ready. I feel like mentally, or by your heart, you were ready for a relationship, but mentally, I feel like you got to prepare yourself for this relationship. And I definitely feel like, okay, I'm going to say something. Hey, Gessie, can you please stop doing the reading inside the chat room? If you'd like to give readings, you can start your own show. Okay. Let's get rid of all this. Sorry, guys. The thing is that the energy is definitely, it looks good for you in the springtime when it comes to real love.
Good. Yeah, I'm not asking for right away. I know it's going to probably still take a while. I still have healing and work to do. Yeah, it would have to be real love.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a real love here from what I'm seeing for you. And, that's what I've got. That's what I got for you.
So, may I ask more about it?
Yeah.
Do you see me leaving where I live, which is in an apartment complex, and I'm basically not happy here, mainly because of the size and being in the city. I'd love to be back in nature, and probably out of the state that I live in as well.
Well, I do feel like the energy that, well, moving out of the state is something that will definitely happen, but I see that at least it's going to take another year before that even happens. And you're going to meet the person in which you're trying to be with. I do feel like that's going to happen while you're in the state that you're currently in, not while leaving the state. Okay. I do feel like other people have told you that you have to leave your location in order to find somebody, but that's not the case.
Good. That makes it easier.
But it's because of the other person and you guys talking, collaborating together and finding out that you both have this urgency to get out and to do something different. And for the both of you to do that, I do believe it's going to happen. Now, the person that I see coming your way is not connected to anything. And so it looks to me like they've retired and they're, they've got nothing holding them back. So there's no attachments to the area in which you live in. So that will give you the opportunity to move forward and to move on. But it's going to take a year after you guys are together before that happens. And I feel like I feel a lot of trips coming upon when you guys start getting together and the pandemic slows down a little bit. I do feel like you guys are doing outdoor things though. And just like you were talking about, you want to be, I keep seeing up north. I keep seeing you going up north.
Yeah. I would like to be either in Massachusetts where my granddaughter and son is, or even further north. I'm I belong in nature. And I'm in Connecticut. It's not my place.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't see the stars in Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that I definitely feel like you're going to get exactly what you're asking for, but it is a step-by-step process. Now, like I said, I don't feel like you have to leave the state in order to find the person, but I do feel like you need to become more active and maybe, get on one of the like chat rooms or groups or even a social site where, dating, a dating app where you can go on there and start talking to people and getting those, those skills and where you don't kind of back away. This way you can, brace yourself for when the person that you meet comes to play. Because I don't see you meeting the person online. I see you meeting this person physically.
Good. I'm out a lot walking my dog or other dogs, and I tend to be, I'm not one that, goes after things like meetups and stuff, but I also believe that kind of magic happens in your path when you're out, and I don't know, that just always works for me, but yeah, dogs get me out more than anything else out in the world, and because of that, I'm out in the world a lot compared to a lot of people because of the COVID.
Right. But the thing is like, that's how I feel like you're gonna be out and about, and this is how you're gonna run into this person. There's communication. You guys strike up conversation. It happens a couple times. Now, the first time I'm gonna tell you it was accidental. The next two times are done on purpose on his behalf.
Nice.
Because he knows it to me, it looks like he continues to keep watching and looking for you. And that's the type of energy that I see. And I feel like you go to some of the same places quite often. So you have a habit of going to certain areas because you like them. And that's great. And that's how that's going to happen. So you're a character of habit, and that's what he's expecting out of that. So he can meet up with you and communicate with you. So that's great. And that's how I feel like you're going to meet this person. Because like I said, if you're going online and you do the group thing like I was talking about, that's just to kind of break the ice for you. That's not for you to really date anybody on there, because I don't see anybody online right now that you would consider to be serious. Yeah. And I don't feel like you would connect with them in that way, but it makes you socially active. Because right now I feel like you're kind of pulled away right now from the world. There's a certain amount of people that you talk to, and it looks like work and like a handful of friends, if that.
Yeah. May I ask you one more question?
Oh, absolutely.
In what you're describing shows me sort of the stark contrast of where I am, and one reason why I want to get out of here. Mm-hmm. It's not just the state, but it's also the apartment complex I live in. I'm very grateful to be here financially. My rent is really low. It's the first time I've been in a big complex, and I tend not to tolerate people. I have high expectations of people, and when I find gossip and small-mindedness, and that, in a way, that's all okay. But when someone doesn't like you because they can't control you and gets really nasty, I have this feeling all the time, and I get very defensive here. And just, can you speak about this? I think that's, I don't know, it's something that I struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
I want to react to it, and then I'm trying to teach myself to be different ways. And what do you do? Do you just pray, this and that, or do you really arm yourself? Because this is one person that's just so clever. I feel like if I let my guard down and open up my heart, I get zapped again.
Yeah.
So working from forgiveness isn't necessarily helping, although I do believe ultimately that is the answer. It's kind of not working for me right now.
Right.
Can you pick up on that at all? Anything you have to say?
Well, the thing that I see on it is that you are, you're in a world right now where social media is running everything. And everybody thinks that they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and everybody's got that look at me, and they can say whatever they want, which is aggravating. So the energies are always intense. So your ability to restrain yourself and say, no, I'm not gonna respond to that. There's a little fly in this room. Anyway, but the thing is that you're just got to hold yourself back. It has a lot to do with the way that we work today in the world, and a lot of people like to argue and fight, and they seem to think that that's fun, and they like to be aggressive, or the look at me status, or I'm better than you status. I mean, that's really where we're at today, and hopefully at some point that calms down. But as for what I've saw, it ain't coming down anytime soon. I feel like we're going to continue to keep going through this for a little bit longer, and until people start to realize that we can all love one another, and we don't have. It's not always it's not always a competition, and that's really what's out there, is that competition energy. I mean, and like I said, I don't like to bring in politics, but kind of look at the Republicans and Democrats right now. They're acting like high school rivals. It's terrible. Like I'm looking at what we're seeing today, and I'm like, are we in high school? Like, I could have sworn 20 years ago that I was done with that, and apparently I'm going to relive it in my adult years. So that's the type of energy that's out there right now. That's why we're kind of feeling like we're going backwards instead of forwards. But I'm glad you can restrain yourself, because it's not fun to involve yourself in those types of energies.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning. It's tough for me because I tend to I want to defend myself, and I want to call people out, and I want to show the truth. And I'm really trying to, as you say, rein myself in and not do it. It's difficult for me.
It is.
And
people are very disrespectful now. I mean, it's like people forgot what respect was. Yeah, that because of COVID, what I see on social media is stunning. But this place, this is a woman that's just, I think this is her life. Whatever happened to her as a child, she's chosen to be really toxic and just really spiteful if she can't control you. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it comes into my life and it affects me. Right. And then I think it's just your imagination.
90 seconds.
Well, it's definitely not your imagination. It's definitely not your imagination. The world today is different. It's different than what we saw. And here recently, we had a huge shift where all the energy changed, and people started to change, and social media made that happen.
Yeah.
it made people a little bit stronger with their mouths, and it made people do things differently. And, you know, everybody's like
60 seconds.
taking selfies every 10 seconds, and everybody feels like they have to impress or they have to do something better than the other person. So that's that mentality. But that, you know, just like any new toy, they'll continue to keep playing with it until they get bored and they find the next new thing. And that's what's right now. Social media is that new thing, but something else is coming along.
Yeah.
And, you know, we just got to wait to see what that next step is. And we'll see the dawn of, you know, social media calm down and people won't be in such competition all the time. But
no, I hope it's better and more heart-centered.
absolutely.
Really.
Just don't engage in it. And,
Well,
you know, when you move from your area where you're at right now, you'll see big change from that.
Good.
But like I said, you're gonna get your
seconds.
you're gonna have to get your love life first, and then when you guys get set, then you can move, and then I just see things just getting even better. But I want to say thank you so much. We got 10 seconds left. I just want to say thank you so much.
Oh,
And
thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome. Anytime.
I'll be back again. Thanks a lot. I
Absolutely.
appreciate all the time you gave me.
No problem. You have a beautiful evening. I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, thanks a lot. You too.
All right, definitely some good energy there. But I want to say thank you guys so much. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. We're going to have Miss Holly and myself here. Wednesday night, Trinity Black. On Thursday, we got Marin. And then we've got Gifts of Faith on Friday. You guys have a wonderful evening. It's always a pleasure. And I will talk to you tomorrow.
From all of us at My Psychic Connection, we would like to thank you for listening today. To speak with us live, go to mypsychicconnection.com. Our psychics are live and waiting to hear from you. Until next time, have a blessed day.